You were saying that you saw the trucks coming to pick up the produce from your farm. What then led you to go, oh, let's have a go at that, and how did you go about it?
Well, Dad helped us, I suppose, if I could say that. He used to grow pumpkins, and we grew pumpkins with him after we left school for a couple of years. As I said, I was in hospital earlier, and Dad and George went down to Melbourne and bought this Dodge, 1942 Army Dodge. Because of the war and the aftermath, you could get your licence at 17, and I got mine at 17 before they put it up to 18. And we started on the 1st of October 1950 with this Dodge truck in our own right. Dad guaranteed our bank account for £500, which was quite a bit in 1950. We used to go out to Grandad's property, in actual fact, and cut a load of wood. We'd get £8 or £10 for the day. We bought our first new truck in 1952. There were about 15 of us, owner-drivers, all came in, and we put £100, I suppose it was in those days, in each. Slowly, as each one pulled out, George and I took up the slack. George and I eventually ended up with the whole show, and we've just gradually built up our fleet over that period. And probably even more importantly than all of that was my brother. It's been a wonderful partnership. We've been in partnership right through since we started on the 1st of October 1950, and that's been a wonderful time. We've both shared about it just even again recently and said, well, thanks for the partnership. Mum used to always tell us that 2 heads are better than 1, even if they're sheep's heads, and I would suggest that that is correct.
What have the boys done with the business since they got involved?
About doubled it.
And you're obviously delighted about that.
Oh, I am, absolutely. Look, people like you asked earlier about dying, well, if ever there's one thing I could say, I can die happily, at this point anyway, from a family point of view. And I used to say to them, listen, if you don't want to go on with this, tell me before I get too old. Anyway, they grizzled and groaned and moaned, and I never paid them enough, and all the rest of those things. But in the end result, they say, but Dad, we want to keep going.